This is Brian Wyatt from wearecolerain.com here with Coach Bolden after a 42-13 big win over the Middletown Middies. Coach, 42 points in the first half. Everybody defense. Offense woke up tonight.
Yeah, we got a healthy Deshante. Desmond was back on the O-line, wasn't 100%. I don't know if Deshante was 100%, but he teasingly, I think he said he was 80%. His 80% is pretty darn good.
Deshante Jones started the game, 2 running, 3 passing, and we saw a couple guys we haven't seen in the scoreboard. Kevin Hyde, an unbelievable catch in the end zone.
Yeah, great catch, great adjustment. Kevin was nicked up, didn't have him last week also, so it's good to get some of the guys back, when, that's football. We didn't worry about it. We didn't pout about it. We played a game last week a certain way because we didn't have certain guys. Monlo goes for 31 carries in that one, and this one we can play the game a little bit different way. So it's just you play with the cards you dealt, and hopefully play them right.
Now we saw a little bit opening up of the offense, a little more throwing tonight, really much about balance. Did the score dictate that, or something that Middletown was doing?
Well, it's their defensive scheme, a lot of man-to-man, a lot of guys up there, but once again, having guys healthy, that's the key. That's the key, where you can implement formations and personnel and things like that.
The offensive players, they get all the accolades, they put the scores on the board, but halftime, your defense pitching a shutout.
Getting after it again. Middletown's got a lot of athletes, there's no doubt about that, and they come to play, and that's what we said in the offseason. We were making a conscious effort to get this defense rolling, and Coach Cutright, the D coordinator and defense staff, done a great job, and hopefully we can keep this momentum going defensively and keep doing this offensively.
A couple of the big boys that are out that kind of been subbing on defensive line, but pretty much your starters on defensive line today were all smallers.
Yeah,
fast. Talk about Quante, Stanley, Alberts.
Quante's a kid. He's a kid. We worked him at some safety, worked him at some linebacker. He's just a football player, and he's fast, he's tough, and they weren't really big up front, so it was a good matchup for us.
Now, I said to my son during the broadcast, they were bigger than you on the offensive and defensive line, but it always seemed that you were a step ahead of them.
Yeah.
Is this just a film victory, you think, on the defense?
I think a lot of it. We do we take great pride in getting prepared for it and all that kind of stuff, and I think the assistant coaches do a great job with it, and I think we had a great week of practice too, and I think that's a huge part of it too.
Great week of practice, and we get to come home. Little cards night.
Yeah.
Alumni band night.
Too. Yeah.
Little cards night. Your student section.
Yeah. Teachers appreciation, Hawaiian night. The
1975 yard.
Yeah.
Does the home crowd really play to these kids?
Those kids come down. They remember being those kids in the tunnel and all that kind of stuff. And think what that does to opposing teams. It looks like Colerain Township's closed down. It's cool stuff. Cool stuff.
Colerain Township was closed down. I had trouble getting in the parking lot.
There we go.
And we'll hang out here until that parking lot clears.
No doubt.
A big victory tonight. We move on to Fairfield last week. They're going to fight some injuries. Tell us a little bit about Fairfield that you know right now.
A really good football team. These guys are just talking. They had a tough loss. I'm sure they'll want to bounce back from it. We'll be at Fairfield. They'll be all fired up. We're Colerain. Everybody wants to, what the bullseye on our target, but we're going to be ready to go. We're coming at them full strength.
Come loud, come proud. We travel to Fairfield Stadium, 7 o'clock kickoff. 42-13 over the Middletown Middies tonight. I'm Brian Wyatt. This is Coach Bolden. Thanks for watching. We are Colerain.